This is where the steam pipe, hot water pipe is coming down and goes into actuator valve. I will explain once we got in the store so that you can understand how this system working at the moment. Now I can explain to you, it's by nice and quiet. This is then the store area. So as you see, there is a hot water pipe system that comes from a big hot water kettle which run on 1.5 bars and using Shell for fuel, very environment friendly and also very energy saving. This is basically when that will come out of the drying room, and once coming out of the drying room you have two options. When you bring it at about 7 to 9% EMC, nuts will be around about the kernel moisture slowly above 5 or below 5, and it will go in this system going up into an area where we can load bags, weigh bags in white nylon bags and stack them up in batches which you have to sort out yourself. From here on, once you have an open space in your drying and you want now to re-dry these products, it will go all the way back and they can put it in any drying room. Remember, once nuts is in the first drying bin, 20 tons, or you put in 15 tons, when put on the system, you do not need to fill the whole room and all the bins before start drying. Drying will occur immediately, start the process immediately, meaning 8 days later or 9 days later, it can have reached from 20 to 24% coming in, down to 5% or EMC of 9% and be stored. It either can be running then on 45 degrees, maximum 48 degrees with this nice system, down to cracking moisture, which you can do between 1.8 and 1.5 and lead directly into a weighing hopper that will weigh the dry nut and shell for your record to get the ratio and know exactly what will be then your dry nut in shell weight, which is important for documentation. This is basically the incoming power that comes from Eskom. Is it also very important that when you got the bag and you need to bring it back into the system, you have again a bag system which you carefully cut open so that the strings are not going with the nuts. Because it's white bag, it doesn't have a lot of dust on it. You basically feed it up, feed it right over, right through the drying room, and it will then go on to, just after the sorting, take its way up as shown earlier, and basically go into the bins for the last bit of drying. That is what you see as inspection to clean above the cool room ceiling, which give you a isolation of 0.004 watt per centimeter, and that is what you need to make sure that hot temperatures stay below and cool temperatures stay above or hot above, and it's 100% isolation. Therefore, you will also have no condensation from the roof falling onto that ceiling. And constantly monitoring that needs to be closed and locked, but combating and pest control and cleaning on top is very vital. Keep it locked also, that there can be no kind of sabotage in this system to the raw product. It is also well closed so that we can contain the moisture content. This is a laboratory sitting there, and this is where the SCADA system is running at the moment. This what you see here is exactly which is very important, is bringing the nuts in here and monitoring. Weigh it, get a slip, at the same time you know exactly what is the weighment in here. Recorded it, and from here on then it started through the whole system at the nut and shell area, exactly the same. People are tends to don't take care of the system. The same happened here with the Axonia. After weighing, opening, going slowly through the system, dewater again, take these nuts and place it over into the surge hopper. Then when you have it in there, you can immediately start filling. Take out your sample here by opening it and then feed it into a bin, mix it, and then you got a very ransom sample, which is very good for your monitor system on your crack out percentage. Move it over here. From here it obviously move over where we size grade the nut and shell. But firstly, which is very safety important, is to have a magnet here, because a magnet will pick up all the metal that might come from a farmer, might come out of the drying, and is very important to remove it before go up to the system, because you can get nuts stuck in there. This what you see here is just the control panel. This is the control panel that controls this area. I will step up here because I can't not show every detail in detail. I want to follow in what's happening. This is a nice netted area. Means there's no bugs can come in. Fan running to take the fumes away. Obviously you can see there's even either down in a surge hopper. That will come in here. It have a choice of going here and then going straight over to the cracker for the half nuts. We will implement it in the next couple of months. This is a sizer, nut and shell in 4 sizes. The under 20 millimeter, between 18 and 20 will fall in here, which we bleed in the system. Between 20 and 24, between 24 and 27, and over 27. It goes in this large bins. The idea of this whole system is that we can set one cracker for nuts over 24 millimeter and the other cracking unit that run all the small nuts and the 24, meaning that we get a very good separation and also a very good grading, which enhances us crack out of whole nuts more than other factories, which have a single crackers, which have to size from basically 20 millimeter down to 32 in a short period of 1 meter. We have 2 machines. They all work on automatic control, as you can see. It's got 2 separate conveyors, and it also goes on its own. Once it goes low in the bins, it will automatically start and take it up. It also has 2 magnets. For the same reason, you don't want any steel particles inside your cracking. This will give you just an overview of the cracking area and basically what they're going to do into the bin area. This is a building outside. Building outside, and you can see the extraction fans. This is a office block. This is where nuts come and the containers will come in here, and this is where kernel will be loaded in boxes into it will be weighed and loaded inside the container, which eventually been balancing out by going over the weigh bridge again. This is the entrance area for people working in a dusty area. They will move in a big door and they will come in here, and they need to be sanitized, wash hands, all the things they need to do to work on a raw product. This is just a door for installation when you need to install more things and move from a storage. Here you can see this is the second room. Here you can see this is the kettle. Hot water kettle, supposed to have a roof over, which will dealt in the next couple of months. This one is 1,400 kilowatts, meaning that we can add another 4 houses on and will still efficiently drying the nuts, which we give you a total now at 560. We give you then a total of 1,120 tons efficient drying capacity, which will be in this area as they grow. This kettle, what's so wonderful about it is it doesn't eat a lot of shell. It's very efficient, it's self-controlled, and the temperatures that we're rising here can be only 6 degrees in difference. At the moment it runs, and they will run the pumps at the moment. It runs on 58 degrees at the moment. Set point is 58, and you can see it running slightly over. But this is what happens here. Easy, 2 pumps. 1 pump give you problems or have a slight problem. Switch over to the other pump. Water can be drained, very nicely monitored. I will recommend that they isolate these pipes outside and they have a roof over it as quick as possible. It is a Bosman Roer, which we call coming from Bosman dryers, and they are the best guys that do the head hot water kettles in South Africa. Very well known in the industry. You can see this is what it is, and obviously BMC have installed it and sell it to the client. We also take the responsibility over. And you can see what you see there, exactly the same. Got a small boiler. It can have a condensing unit on it that can provide hot water for the ablution. Mainly the tap off from it, running it through a coil. The coil water go back to the boiler, and the coil water around the pipes warming, basically enough warm water that can be pumped through the system to the washing bays and ablution facilities. What you see here is also a pipe. This have basically a venturi system, blowing shell all the way into there, blowing in the shell area where they pack it in bags, ready for packing at the boiler. And if they have access bags, they will use it as a mulch under trees and also on roads. There's so in nurseries, there's so many who work for it. So everything of the nut goes not to waste it. Every bit are being used and have a purpose. This is the exhaust air from the dryer, which is the kernel dryer. Here is basically exhaust air that exhausts out the building, and you will see the inside of the fresh air going inside. This is basically the fresh air which we pump into the system, and is filtered, not dust free, but micron safe. It means that any small little micron, any small little bug cannot enter this filters and need to be cleaned weekly. It clips off, washable, and need to be well sealed against the wall, which in this case I think need more sealing, and recommended strongly that it needs to be very tight sealed to avoid any contamination from bugs that can enter. Remember, you have a positive entrance fan in here and can suck up things that come from the wall if it's not well sealed. Facility all under roof, and once putting on the overalls and the clothes, they're gonna step in this area which we call a sanitized area, which obviously the ladies come in, they wash their hands with soap, put on the ear plugs and everything they needed to put in, and then from here, after washed, being dried through an automatic hand washing blow dryer. We have 2 in this section, 2 on that section, and then an alcohol spray that you alcohol and rub onto your hands to make sure that there is no infurious and infection, or even a slightest micro and 100% hygienic, which prevent contamination of the product. You will have a food bath. The food bath will have chemicals in. you have to step in with your boots onto the spare, and then from there obviously there will be a mat which is available to take some of it off because we go over a slippery area which is also a draining area. This area we have to take it from one side to the other side.